Once upon a time, there was a dragon, green with envy as he was, who threatened the land of Gloom. With their village at the base of their alpine mountains, Gloom's citizens had prospered, growing their food and storing it on the coolest, snowiest mountaintop. All was perfect in Gloom, until the dragon, Monsanto, Monsanister, flew into town, taking up residency in the cave in the mountain of keeping. Good evening and welcome to Once Upon a Time News, now available on Angel Radio.
Breaking news! I'm Oscar Van Vamp, coming from you live from the Once Upon a Time studio, where we've just been alerted that the Mountain of Keeping has been seized by a dragon, which our correspondent Bones reported 20 minutes ago. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever been walking in a dark dungeon and found what you thought was an ore, only to pick it up and found out that you've picked up the Duck of Doom? Introducing the new Lumos Light Wand for all your dungeon needs. Never pick up a Duck of Doom again with our voice-activated Lit Wand. Easy enough, even a human can use it.
Hello, Oscar! I was in a cave next door to the Mountain of Keeping when I heard the roar of a dragon. Something I haven't heard in 674 years. And what have you found in the inspection of the cave? Well, the dragon seems to have kept up residency in the mountain. It appears to have taken hold of the food and seed as his hoard. Have you been able to communicate with the dragon? I have. And I've been looking to use my magical skills in communication with the dragon, who has named himself as Monsanister. We've scheduled a dinner. Yes, a dinner. In an attempt to be neighborly, I introduced myself with one of the black magic berry pies. He is very appreciative to add it to his hoard. Do you plan to confront the dragon about returning the townspeople's seed and food over the dinner? Indeed. As a fellow magical being, I think we can come to an agreement of sorts.
2 hours later.
Hello, Gloom citizens. I come to you live outside of the Mountain of Keeping, where Monsanister, the dragon, has deposited Bones, who seems to have been deep fried by Monsanister.
Monsanister.
What?
Monsanister.
Oh, Monsanister!
Thank you, sister. I have news from the producer that we have just received a statement from Monsanister, and we have a mayor waiting for the interview. Here is the dragon's statement now.
I, Monsanister the dragon, take offense that upon being welcomed by your mayor to distribute the seeds and food as I see fit, that you disrespect me so. Having discovered the seeds in the cave myself, I refuse to release them, but I am willing to part with them for a price.
It seems I, forgot, I have a fairy,
Hello, Gloomies. I'm coming to you live from outside of the mayor's tower. I'm Vizzle and I am the dark elf assassin. We're outside where a mob of trolls, golems, and babies have gathered along with the elves in protest of the news heard earlier today here on Once Upon a Time, just mere hours ago. I'm here with local elf ranger Shinolis and fairest of them all, as he's told me. What can you tell me about how your group plans confronting the mayor and Monsanister? Shinolis.
It's Shinolis.
Apologies, Shinolis. What can you tell me about the protests here today?
Well, I'm not completely sure. I was minding my own business, maintaining my gory slots, when all of a sudden I was beaten by a baby and then thrashed by some trolls in all the clamor and upset. I nearly dodged the ancient spirit named Spirit while fixing my bangs from all the ruckus.
You don't know anything about possible plans to take back the Mountain of Keeping?
What?
Back to you, Oscar. Thank you for that magical interview, Fizzlevertle. In the studio, we have been taking account on a report that Gloom resident and super munchkin, Ted, the noble half-vampire, half-werewolf, eagle knight, elite wizard ninja pathfinder, with a French accent, was found dead outside the Mountain of Keeping. Upon failing to kick down the door, Ted make a deal with the demon.
I wish to make a deal with a demon.
Okay.
Success.
And upon making the deal, Ted entered the mountain, but failed to flee from the dragon's wrath. Rest in peace, Ted. In other news, we return to Fizzle outside the mayor's tower. I'm getting news from our cameraman, Shadowhoof, that Monsanister has attacked the crowd who has been calling for the return of the seeds and food stored in the Mountain of Keeping. Elf Ranger Shinolis was consumed by the flame while fixing his hat, and our reporter Fizzle was properly braced. What a shame. Anyhow, join Once Upon a Time for the Witching Hour news for updates on the dragon situation as the story continues to develop. Welcome to Once Upon a Time's Witching Hour news. I am now reporting on scene with Slagathar, who would like me to make 3 things clear before we begin following him in his quest to fight back against the dragon. The mayor's plans for the Mountain of Keeping. 1. Not all orcs are savage brutes, and he'll kill us if all he doesn't get the sandwich right now. Slagathar, greetings and huzzah.
Hello, Oscar.
You say you have planned to save Gloom's seed and food?
Yes, Flaglar has battled bipolar bear, has mangled mole rats, and pummeled potted plants. Flaglar has set trap for dragon. Flaglar is ready.
That's quite impressive. A trap, you say?
Yeah. Slagar set trap. Dragon will give Slapgar sandwich, and Gloom will be saved by Slapgar. Slagar, go now.
You heard it here, Glooms. Slagathar has set a trap for the dragon. We will return to you after this message from our evening sponsor, Quicksand. 24/7 Hours, all seeking. Sand 8 days a week. Quicksand, 24/7/9. For all your quicksand needs.
And we're back with Once Upon a Time, now available in the afterlife. And here's where we end our tale. Instead of sharing and empathizing with the citizens of Gloom, the mayor and the dragon gave in to greed and apathy. This is why you should never give power to the few over the freedom of the many.